How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. We're live at the city of Pomona, LYC Hair Jam, time the DTB podcast. KO, how you feeling today?
Everything's good, man. I'm happy to be out here again, man. I think it's been a while since we brought the podcast out to an event.
Yeah.
I wanted to come out here, network, man, and get a feel for it again. I'm glad that we're hosting. That was kind of like the first time we're doing that. But yeah, we're just taking it smooth. We're right here in the podcast, man. We got someone very familiar with the team right now. We got Dan from For the Culture, man.
Hey,
What's
we
up?
got Dan.
Hey,
You're
man.
the first one.
Hey,
Hey,
Dan.
you're our first second sit down, bro. Like nobody has done it again, bro. You're our first second sit down, bro. So
we're breaking history.
yeah, we're breaking
already.
history, bro. Yeah.
That's
that
dope.
was the goal. Like we want to bring you guys back, you
Yeah.
know, to like just give us an update on what's been going on in your life in the barber industry, you know. So thank you for being with us today, Cuz by Dan.
Yeah, man.
You just want to
thank you
introduce
guys.
yourself real quick.
Yeah, thank you guys. My name's Cuts by Dan on Instagram. Capital Shave Barbers out of Altaloma. For the Culture Barber and Beauty Expo out of the city of Ontario coming October 12th. So that's what we're here today. We're going to chop it up about, For the Culture, recap last year.
Yeah.
And, thank you guys for having me, man, because this is growth,
Yeah,
so
correct.
repeat, we're step and
Yeah.
repeat. Let's keep going and grow together.
Yeah, correct. Last year that we were at the For the Culture, bro, honestly, like, I had one interview there, bro, with Richard.
Yeah.
And that interview has stuck with me for, like, a long time, bro. Like,
Hey, my man Rich, he's on another level.
Maintain, bro, the way he speaks, the knowledge, bro, that he shared, bro. Like, I was telling my sister, like, all the knowledge he gave is priceless, bro,
Yeah.
So it was a great event. This is going to be your second year coming. What's going to be different from this year compared to last year, Dan?
So I'm really targeting education this year.
Okay.
I was just talking to KO, and what I'm really focusing on is bringing more branded educators out. I got a lot of homies that educate, and I want to make it an opportunity for everyone to grow. But I think this year I have to target a little bit more brand on the branding side and not just give anyone a spot, so to say, and not in a bad way, because there's a lot of opportunity for demos and showcases and stuff like that. But when it comes to education, I added a whole nother room that we are just going to run education throughout the whole day.
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes we want to give opportunities to our barbers to showcase and all that.
Yeah.
But like you said, sometimes getting the branded educators, it just pulls more people, but more people gravitate towards it too. Like there's there's certain barber educators that I'll pay to go, bro. Like
Exactly.
I'll drive 3 hours just to go, bro.
Exactly.
Like I don't mind it, bro. You get me? And I think that's what you're trying to do then, huh?
Yeah,
What are some brands that when you say like big brands? What are those big brands for you?
Well, right now, I was just talking to KO about we're in talks with Redken Hair Dye.
Redken?
And,
Okay.
I know an educator from Redken. We're working on the back end, the business part of it, and really getting them on as a sponsor.
Yeah.
So, and to answer your question as well is more beauty. Beauty. And, being a barber, tapping into the beauty industry and trying to merge the two together and bridge the gap.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult when I don't have a beauty partner. And so working with, a household brand like Redken is going to bring more solidarity to the event, more value,
Trust.
and more trust.
Yeah.
So beauty and education is kind of like my main focus right now. I love the barber community. This is what drives me to do what I do, is being here at these events. So I know the barber community is going to show up as they did last year and as they always do. But, I'm really just trying to capture that gap that we have and bring more cosmetologists
How
out.
can you close that gap, like realistically? Because it is hard, bro.
It really is.
It is hard to attract a lot of women to come and be part of the barber industry or like even share an event, So how do you plan on? I know we asked that last time, but like now from this first experience, I feel like you have more input.
Yeah, I think it's just more networking, and I really have to find more beauty events. I'm going to pop-ups, all around the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Going to one on Wednesday. It's a female pop-up only.
Oh,
yeah. Fire.
So
you're gonna be the only man.
I'm
there.
popping in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, hey, yo, shake hands, get in, make myself, be present and known, and then get out. You know, I might get a little tooth whitening or tooth gym or something just to support.
Just support.
And then you know, just things like that. And target more schools, more beauty schools. You know, estheticians, cosmetologists, nails, makeup, all that stuff. I really just got to tap in and do my footwork. You know, and doing this event. The footwork is what keeps me motivated, you know? I'm not, like I said last time, I'm not going to be behind the screen and just post, DM, post. I'm really trying to get out there and shake hands. You want to put a face
to that brand,
right?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to take it up?
Yeah, I got a question for you, bro. So from the last event and the experience that you had there, did you not feel like you bridged that gap between the barbering and the beauty game? Or what do you feel like the event lacked for you to feel successfully done on bridging that gap? Or you think that right now, by you going out and trying to put a face to the brand for the culture to bring more beauty and more of those educational classes, you think that, you know, the beauty industry is really out here to come to events like that? Because I know it's a little difficult to try to get girls out here, or just simply anybody in the beauty game.
Yeah. So I think, man, we were blessed last year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you guys had that corner just on lock. Interview after interview, and I hope I did a great job with the lineup. You know?
It was great.
It was great.
And
we had a Botox lady. We had a Alexis G, really good too.
Yeah.
She was really good.
Yeah. So back to Richard Lugo, are you content was what he asked me last night. And I'm not content. I don't ever want to be content. So I think we did, for the most part, bridge the gap very much so. If you walk through the main room, there was a lot. I tried to go 50-50, and I think I kind of hit my quota on my vendors in the main room. And really bring more beauty to the barber industry, so to speak. So I did bridge the gap, but I can't be content with what I had, because I've already lost a few of those beauty sponsors and vendors. It just probably wasn't for them. Maybe the barbers were a little bit too much, but I just got to keep going, you know? Got to keep going. And
you got to find
success is something different, though, because we don't know what success is until we do it, you know? And it might be successful, but not the success we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep pushing.
To my view, I feel like, you know, the beauty industry is showed up and showed out, bro. Like that event was full of, you know, a lot of knowledge coming from the beauty side. Everyone was dressed nice, like that just gave the glam up or the glow up to the whole event, having the beauty industry there.
And that's why I love the beauty industry, besides beautiful women, you know, and what the barber industry or scene, or what we do out here in California with barbers is we're barbers, man. You know, we come how we come. It's a beautiful thing, but to throw beautiful women in the other side of the industry into the mix, it was a glow up. It was, you know, and they came professional. You know, Mimi's hair salon, they came in slacks, you know. Grand Beauty, they're all professionally well put together. All aesthetic skincare, they came glammed up because that's what they do, you know. So it just added that extra, you know?
I think one thing is, like, you got to find a way on convincing the barbers to bring the girls, bro. Every event, most barbers just want to go solo dolo and stuff. But if they were to bring their girls, their wives, their sisters, whatever, that will benefit, that will help bridge the gap a little bit more, you know?
That was the initial goal and vision, was to have that. Like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go, you know, compete at this Barber Beauty Expo.
Come through.
There's gonna be this, that. So, you know, and not only that, pushing more into, we had a lot of bumps in the road. Obviously, we all know that. But I really want to get back into, like, capturing the eye of the patron. I'm trying to bring the person walking down the street, see the logo or see the event, and like, oh, babe. You know, I shot for some digital billboards that didn't fall through with all the other things at the last minute. But if I can do that and just capture whoever driving down the 10 freeway and and bring the outside of the industry in, because technically like an expo is for the patron, you know?
Yeah,
Right. yeah.
Like I'm trying to get out of industry on industry and really bring the outside in so we can be that much more successful.
Yeah. Correct. So what happened with the billboard? You never were able to put the billboard? You said you
So so the billboard was gonna go up, but
Uh-huh.
it was gonna go up into San Bernardino.
Oh,
So
okay.
and it was gonna run 10 days prior to the event.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So being that I lost and I already seen that it was getting a little shaky with the venue, and I kind of put a hold on it, and then finally the venue, didn't pan out. So then I ended up going opposite direction to Ontario from San Bernardino.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I
then
remember.
so now it was just like, okay, well, good thing, because I lost my deposit, but it was gonna cost me some cheddar, So
Yeah.
but there's other ways. We're gonna target more Facebook and
running ads? Yeah.
and try to just get out there away from Instagram and kind of go. I'm not big on Twitter or TikTok,
TikTok, yeah.
So I'm working with someone that's gonna kind of like push that right now. With Maintain, we're actually doing a big TikTok campaign, so we're pushing into TikTok pretty tough right now. So I'm learning TikTok by the day, and I'm just gonna start pushing, in other areas rather than just Instagram.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. I know you mentioned to us that you're gonna add on these new categories also for the beauty industry to be part of the competitions as well.
Yeah.
What are some of the categories that you're planning on adding?
So right now, we're looking at 3 beauty categories, and it's going to be freestyle braid, braid category, FX makeup, and nails, freestyle nails, creative nails.
Oh, creative nails. I see that popping off a lot too. I think recently they just had like an all-girl a battle, like a whole event. It was all women competing against each other.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was a great turnout, and it looked fun. It looked dope to see, that beauty side going head to head.
Yeah.
We're not so used to seeing that, and I felt like you bringing that to the table on this second edition of your horticulture event is really gonna show us. It's really gonna pop off to see that, man.
Yeah, shout outs to EG100 out of San Diego. She's the one that did the I don't know if it's not the same one you were talking about.
Yeah, Dago, right? Dago babies or something like that.
Yeah. So shout out to EG. She's gonna be actually one of our judges this year.
Oh, nice.
And going back to partnering with, we got to partner with each other. We got to network with each other. And she's giving me some really good ideas. And when you come across cool people like that are willing to share, what has been successful, what they used to be successful, then it's a blessing, man. Like, we got to really network and push forward. So I'm able to do that now here and bring that to the Inland Empire. And just, and at the end of the day, I'm here for the IE 100%. I'm trying to just really bring out all of our talent. The story hasn't changed. The mission and the drive is still the same. And when I got people like that from San Diego, Orange County, LA, and we're really just working on making that happen here in the IE, it's a blessing for sure.
Dan, what has changed from you personally from last year that we spoke to you to this year? Like, what has been some areas in your life that you like evolved in due to barbering and due to like your brand?
Yeah.
What are those areas in your life?
Man, after For the Culture, and it's crazy, bro, because like we're already almost a year out, and I haven't even tapped into like I didn't want to post too much of the recap, because I'm saving all that content for now moving forward.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay,
I see.
But I'm still like on cloud 9 because of how much of a last minute struggle I had. And it really kind of broke me down to where I'm like, man, like, what am I doing this for? But you live and you learn. So like, I really was able to like secure an actual contract that I can take to court and, lock down my venue, and you learn off these things that you go through the first time around. So the business side of me is like, okay, let's get a little bit more tidy, and not the handshake and the
word of mouth,
the janky contract, like text message ain't a contract. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I almost lost a big project, and that was the biggest fear to me, was to let that go and just have a sold out event just vanish into thin air, and me have to come back and say, hey, let me shoot you a refund, and all that kind of stuff. So the business part of me, just really being meticulous. And even with the educators and brands, and like no more shaking hands. Like we're gonna lock this in. I need the payment now. Your receipt is gonna follow up with the contract, and we're gonna lock that in. But furthermore, because of the issues and everything that I went through, my journey with the Lord has gotten a lot more tighter. If it wasn't for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we none of this would be possible, bro.
Amen.
And
Amen, bro.
I think at the end of the day, in the last 12 months, I've really just tried to tap in with God and put Him first.
Absolutely, man.
Because I seen what He did in that 7 days of trials and tribulations in my personal life and this event. Like 7 days of it was hell, But that just showed me that if you believe in God and you put Him first, anything is possible. And you just got to keep pushing. And so to answer your question, man, like I kind of been tapping in a little bit more. I still got my struggles and stuff. It's hard to walk, but as long as you, I keep continuing to put Him first, and everything is gonna pan out. So
I was following your journey a little bit too. I think you got baptized last year, right?
I did, man.
Yeah,
actually,
how was that?
And right after For the Culture in
right
November.
after For the Culture.
November. Yeah, man. It's great, man.
I saw that you're like in the men's group too, but I really like that because, like, I think the ministries that focus on developing men, are the ones that have the greater impact into the community now, no?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And there's not a lot of them anymore. I don't see, at least me, I don't see a lot.
You know what, man? Like, here's the thing, bro. Like, when you pick up that cross and you carry it every morning, you're going to be attacked. The devil's going to attack you. He's going to attack your family.
Right there.
He's going to attack your business, and when we're under attack in that sense, in that aspect, sometimes we can't turn to our friends that aren't walking the same walk, because we're not going to get that godly advice. It's just like, hey, man, I'm having problems at home. I'm with my wife or with my business, and your homie might be like, hey, man, let's just go have a beer, or no, screw that. Like, there's 100 more where she came from type of thing, But when you're in a group of strong-minded, godly men, you get that advice, and it's all in the book, bro. Everything is in the book, and that's where the answer's at, and I'd rather turn to KO for, man, all right, man, let's open the book and find it, and let's go from there,
Yeah, it's more, did you do that more for like accountability?
Or a lot of it's accountability.
A lot of it's accountability.
A lot of it's accountability.
Like, people keep you accountable for everything.
And more so, so the group you guys see me in, that's the Monday night group. It's a disciple group.
Okay.
So we hop on every Monday, basically just teach each other how to be a disciple. How to make the right decisions, how to walk, and I mean, bro, like I've like a baby in Christ. A baby in Christ, because sometimes we don't know that we're doing wrong unless someone tells you. Or, how to even listen to worship music. What kind of hey, try listen to this song.
It's this rapper.
It's just so many things that have like molded me in the last 12 months to where I'm like, wow, like I think back, like, okay. But not only that, we're barbers. We love to help people, right? Okay, so we do this for a living, but at the end of the day, like, I want to be a discipleship of the Lord,
Absolutely, man.
And I want to help people when they need help. I want to be that person to give them the godly advice when they're sitting in my chair and just venting to me. And that's discipleship, So that's what we're doing is discipling each other. And then Thursday night's an actual Bible study. So we do Bible study there. And it's been working, man. Like I've been able to counsel my clients when they're having rough times in a different light now. And I'm like, oh man, like this is cool, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think right now too, in this era of like fear and everybody's like all like scared
Yeah.
because of the whole chaos that's going
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
I've been asking all my clients, like, how are you feeling? Are you good?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
and most of my clients are like, nah, bro, I'm scared. Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared for my parents. I'm scared
Yeah.
for my community. I'm scared for the world. Like, I think it's gonna be the end of the world. But that's where we come in and we give them peace. We give them a word of peace, a word of hope.
Yeah.
Like, we help them out, we counsel them. Like, I always tell people, like, if you once you notice that we just don't cut hair, bro, we mentor people.
Yeah.
You're gonna love your job more every day, bro.
100%.
Every day,
100%.
and you're gonna be more intentional with those conversations on the chair.
Yeah.
I think like the discipleship part of it is like you gotta humble yourself first to get help.
Yeah.
For then you could help others too.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
100%. Because a lot of times as men, we don't want to be humbled. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh,
and
no,
sometimes we
no.
could be on our knees at our very last ounce of faith with anything, but we don't want to look in the mirror and fix the problem. You know, so back to having hope and stuff like that. Like all the politics stuff, and you know, it's an unfortunate situation. You know, whether what side of politics you follow or whatnot. I said, you know what, man, check this out, bro. I'm putting politics to the side. I'm believing in God. And I'm putting all my faith in God. I'm putting all my faith in prayer. And we're going to let that pan out on that side. Because I don't have time to be arguing with you or you about your president, my president, or if this is right or that's right. We're living in unfortunate times. And at the end of the day, we got to protect that peace. And by protecting that peace in our heart is with faith and wisdom.
Talking about the whole political atmosphere, how do you deal with that at your shop? Like, are you like, do you jump into the conversation, or do you just start to stay quiet? Like, how do you handle that?
You know, I really just kind of, I was a really strong voice in my opinion, and I really try to speak with some kind of knowledge backing my opinion, right? And not emotional. And that's the problem with nowadays in this society is we're all emotionally filled, right? And it's just like, nah, man, like I don't have time for emotions. I need to speak to you with knowledge, you know? Because with knowledge is going to allow us to agree to disagree. But when we're two emotional creatures and we're just going to clash and we're not going to ever get nowhere. So when it comes to my clientele, I kind of just, now that I'm on the other road, you know, the bumpy roads to the pearly white gates, you know, that's what I'm speaking with. You know, that's cool. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't agree with it. You know, Donnie is making it really hard to support these days, you know? So I'm like, screw politics. This is the path I'm on.
You choose to focus on God instead.
That's it, man.
I feel like that's definitely like an icebreaker right there. Like when you kind of just, you say you just leave it all up to God, then it just kind of like the conversation takes a turn for the best. I felt when you go that route. And a lot of the times I feel like it's great that you're talking about it here right now, because a lot of us barbers, we need to hear that. You know, we sponge up a lot of drama that our clients bring to our ears, and we're there to console them, and we're there for therapy sessions and stuff like that. But some of us need that source, need to know that, you know, with faith, you go a long, long way, man. You always got to put God first, and it'll get you where you really need to go, bro.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the kind of conversations and the kind of mentorship that I'm giving to my clients now. So it's a whole nother value, you know, and it's going to come, right? And like we always say in our group, you know, the opportunity is going to present itself. And when it does, take
over.
Take it and really pump faith and knowledge and the Holy Spirit into this person that you're talking to, and let them give them something to think about on that ride home away from your barbershop. So one of my leaders in the group is actual tattoo artist. So, you know, he's like, man, he sits there with hours with these people, you know? And it's the simplest thing as like Christian tattoo artist on his bio, or, you know, he has his plaque from when he got baptized, you know, and that's an icebreaker alone. And now it's a whole different kind of conversation that these clients are sparking with him. That's the icebreaker. Like you say, that's the icebreaker. So where it's like, oh man. And then it kind of like, you know, I got, you know, kind of like become a counselor to these people, you know, because they're looking for that. They're hungry for it.
It's crazy. I think that one of the biggest steps that you took was actually getting baptized and, you know, making it public for your social media and your platform to see that you took that route and you did it. And I know, I'm sure people look at you a little different now. You know, it's like when I saw that and when I see other people that I know that also get baptized, I'm like, man, like, I have a few questions for them, you know, like, because I haven't done it myself and I've been wanting to get baptized, you know, but I also would want to fill in. I don't just want to do it just because everyone's doing it.
Exactly.
You know, like, I want to talk to the right people that have done it and see what made them want to do it, you know, and I'm sure everyone has their own journey based on this. You know, and I have my own journey. So I'm definitely, you know, going to hit you up to talk about and see what's my best way to, so I can get there and you know, make that next step.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. I mean, anybody tap in. We got, you know, we got our group on Monday night, group on Thursday night. You guys can hop in and you just get a feel with it. It's all Zoom. So, you know, it's, you know, definitely, it's an open book over here.
Well, I wanted to tell you regarding like the opportunity to like plant the seed. Like right now, everybody's all scared, bro. And I'd be like, you think this is the end times? And they're like, yeah, bro, I think we're the end times. I think this is the end of the world. And like, you're scared? He's like, yeah, I'm scared. And I'm like, bro, that's not scary. And they're like, what you mean? I'm like, you're scared of World War III? They're like, yeah, I'm scared. I'm like, you know what's scarier, bro? What's gonna happen after? And that's when I talk about Revelation. And like, bro, this is scarier, bro. So that's not even scary, bro. What's gonna happen after is scary. And that's where I get the opportunity to plant that seed, bro.
100%.
So, you know?
And that's good, man. That's good. Keep doing that, because that's what we need, man. We need more leaders, you know, Christ leaders, and we, you know, it's a scary times, you know. It's scary times, 100%. But you know, when I got the biggest homie that has my back. Like if you guys think you got big homies in the hood, I got the bigger homie.
I like how you put it like that, man, because some of us, we need to hear it in that way. You know, for it to click, or for us to understand, because a lot of people are walking around without the knowledge, you know, and sometimes all it takes is a conversation or just a simple haircut for 1 hour, you know.
You know, and most of all, besides everything, helping people, and you know, my personal reasonings to my journey with Christ is just maneuver out of love, bro. Like love, you know, love your neighbor like God loved the church. Love your wife like God loved the church. You know, like, if we need to spread so much love these days, that, you know, we're in a scary time where there's so many negative people out there.
Like a lot of people don't experience genuine love.
Dude. And my whole thing is like let's walk like Christ. You know, how would Jesus walk? What would Jesus do? There's a saying, what would Jesus do? So at that point, like, it really puts me in check, you know. Like, I still drink every now and then, you know, but I'm learning how to control it. I'm learning it's not okay, you know. Like, I was always on a balance. My balance is good, but you know what? Your balance ain't gonna be good enough when when you're at the gate.
But
you know what's trippy, that a lot of people don't even consider alcohol like a sin. You know, like, they don't feel bad, like, they don't feel conviction. And that's cool. But the people that do, it's like, you know, it's your personal battle. You know, you try to moderate it, you try to control it. You know?
Anything that you overindulge and can't control is a sin.
Correct. Especially if you don't have self-control.
I mean, it says right there, man, if you can't control your eye, gouge your eye out.
Take that eye out.
Cut your tongue out. You know, cut your hand off.
It says it's better to go inside heaven without an arm, you know?
Yeah, bro. So that's scary.
That's scary.
You think we got it bad now? Like, you know, man. So, yeah, man. But all in all, that's kind of like been my focus the last 10 months, and you know, just blessed. My biggest reasoning is just to my blessings are so great, you know, and didn't hit rock bottom and turn to the Lord or anything like that. I just want to continue to be blessed. And because at the end of the day, if any of these blessings were being taken from me and I don't know how to react to them, then that's because I'm lost. I'm lost in spirit. I'm lost in faith. You know what I'm saying? So I want to continue to be blessed. I want to continue to help people and project blessings on other people and just rack up those points, bro.
Yeah. No kidding.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And back into what we do here, like, man, like we're so blessed to have our clientele. We're so blessed to be networking here on a Sunday night. LA, Inland Empire, Pomona, everyone coming together and just having a great event, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when those blessings are taken from us, then we're gonna be like, man, you know what? I should have been right, you
You
know?
should appreciate, should appreciate it in the moment. So Dan, what does for the culture after the last event? What does it mean for you now? For the culture, what does it mean to you? Right
You
now?
know what, bro? Culture is really a strange word when you go biblically and you start getting into that walk, right?
Yeah.
So, but you know, I'm not gonna change my route. You know, I'm gonna continue to push. For the culture means to me exactly what it meant last year: an opportunity to come out, network, vibe, mingle, and bring the talent that the Inland Empire holds. And showcase it, you know, and every person behind the chair has created their own culture in their workspace. You know, you guys work in separate shops? Okay.
Shops, yeah.
So you got your culture, I got my culture. Every esthetician, nail tech, makeup artist, hairstylist, every shop has their own culture. So, you know, we're doing it for that. You know, let's take your good vibes and your culture and bring it to this event. And this is the opportunity to do so here in the Inland Empire. So that's what it means to me, bro. Like,
It's a clash of cultures. We're all bringing our own culture.
Yeah.
And at the end, we manifest what culture, the barber culture.
The barber culture. And it's so funny because it kind of turned out to be like you know, with the lowriders, you know,
the Aztecs,
the Aztec dancers and the bandanas. So we kind of like, it just so played out that way, you know. Shout out to Custom Rag. They came up with the idea of giving free bandanas away.
Yeah,
and I was
that
like,
was
hey,
hard. That was hard.
That's your idea of culture. It's right up my alley. Let's run it. You know,
that was fire.
you know, then you know the Aztec dancers. They came on last minute. They blessed us. You know, they gave me such a great deal on coming out. I was just like, yeah, man, that was our show opener. That added a little bit more to that culture. So there was a lot more Chicano culture that kind of got involved.
That's how I felt it, like Chicano.
And so to move away from that, because that's gonna happen regardless. October 12th, we're right in you know, we're right in the Day of the Dead season and Halloween, you know, so with the content coming out, you're going to see a lot of it. My main flyer has a lot of makeup and stuff like that. But this year, I'm going to try to take a different turn and add more value to the event by partnering up with a nonprofit organization to bring breast cancer awareness. So,
for October.
You know, so back to merging the gap between barber and beauty. I just want to add more of a value to my event and really highlight the month of breast cancer awareness and find a partner to bring out. You know, I'm still working on the right one and really bringing out. Hopefully, I can find a hairstylist that probably, you know, survived breast cancer and is working with a nonprofit. And I'm already working with a body painter. You know, we're gonna bring out some topless models and kind of, you know, save the titties type of thing.
Like the one that was right here. That was good, bro. That was dope.
You know, IYC always does good with the, you know, burlesque. That's right up Hugo's alley, and that's his style. You know, and for, you know, the whole breast cancer awareness, we're gonna do topless. We're shooting for topless to highlight the awareness for, and also in the category in the competitions, we're gonna throw that in as a
throw
as
the
a theme.
fastest bald shave. Like people who want to cut their hair. If you want to cut their hair off, the fastest, the smoothest one, the shiniest one, bro. Straight up. Some people might do it. Like to support, you know.
Yeah. So you know, we'll probably throw like the ribbon and the pink and all that. We'll incorporate the theme into the category. So, just adding more value, man, adding more value and helping, going back to loving and helping and taking advantage of the month that we're landing in for a good cause.
Yeah.
How's everything with I know last time you said that one of your biggest challenges was the outside. The outside stage, the showcasing outside.
Yeah.
I remember when you did the interview, you also mentioned that you wanted to switch that up from the outside, bring some vendors out there, more vendors, and more get that outside part more popping. What are you gonna do for that part?
Okay, so that is so crazy, man, because that whole interview was based on my first venue, and then it got switched up the week of. So we did roll out the outside. I had to dumb it down a little bit, and a lot of our outside vendors ended up in the main lobby.
Yeah.
So everything was it was a blessing, bro. And I look back and I see how so many things could have went wrong with my first game plan and my first venue.
Oh, yeah.
So back to the outside area, I partnered up with 2 major sponsors this year. The Custom Rag is coming back out, but they're actually bringing their trailer that folds out into a stage.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're gonna have an outside stage, an actual stage, and then shout out to Tequila Mandala. That's one of our major sponsors as well. And they are going to sponsor our VIP section outside and also the main bar. So they're supplying all the tequila for the event. And
nice.
We're really just trying to add those household brands and to bring more quality to the event. So along with the stage from the Custom Rag, we are going to have some more performances outside. Some better food. We had a few food situation. I think they were sold out the first 2 hours of the event. So it's all trials and tribulations, bro. We whatever we go through, we got to fix it and we got to make it better. But to kind of touch base on that, even just as a whole, it was such a great event and it was so successful that how do you go back and not run the same game plan?
Yeah.
But also like make it better,
Correct.
So that's where I'm like, okay, I just gotta
update the game
tweak
plan.
a couple little things and add some more value to it, and I think we're gonna be successful. I know we're gonna be successful.
You are, bro. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you switched up the months. This is going to be in the month of October.
Yeah.
Let the viewers know the dates. We already know it's going to be at the same location. That way they can get tapped in, the website and all that. If anything has changed, man, let them know.
Yeah, October 12th for the Culture Barber and Beauty Expo in the city of Ontario at Majestic Banquets. Beautiful venue. If you haven't followed us, please shoot us a follow at fortheculture.expo, October 12th. Ontario, California. As far as anything else that's changed, we're still on Eventbrite. Our categories are going up Monday. We're kicking off the road to For the Culture. I just had a launch party last night.
Yep.
It was awesome. Private event at my barbershop. So we launched that. I got about 20, 30, 40 dates lined up with education. So I'll be coming to a school near you. I'm really hitting the Southland from Oxnard to San Diego to Vegas. We're doing the footwork. So if you are in an area that you would like us to come out and promote the event, we'll come out to you guys. Just tap in. If you think you have what it takes to be on the stage to do a demo, this is where it's at. I'm not opposing anybody that wants to come out and showcase their work.
Yeah.
If I have a spot for you, let's do it. You know, I'm working with Gio. I think he goes by Gio. I just met him on IG from up north. He's a 13-year-old barber. He's coming down. We're putting him on the main stage.
Okay.
So we're for the people. We're for the people. We're for the culture. We're also not only bringing the household brands as many of those as I can get, but I'm trying to bring everybody out here that wants to come out and support and represent themselves. This is where it's at.
Yeah. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. I think we're going to be there too as well.
Yeah.
We'll be there with KO, the podcast maybe too.
Okay.
But thank you for sharing. It was great hearing your journey right now, walking with God.
Yeah.
It's always good to hear that, bro.
Yeah, man.
So KO, you want to wrap it up?
Hey, just thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for bringing me back on. This segment is gonna go a long way. It went a long way last year. Thank you guys for doing what you guys do, because you guys give us the opportunity and give it to have a voice. You know, and you know, the interviews you guys have are always top notch. I think the viewers, it's very valuable to the viewers. So thank you guys for having me back once again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, Dad, man, we out here just supporting you always, and you already know, man, you got to open door with us. If you ever need anything, you know, just reach out. You know, we definitely want to get in that Zoom meeting. That way, you know, we can share ideas, you know, and bring something crazy, man, for the For the Culture event in October, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's set
Thank
that.
you,
Shout out
Let's
to
go.
LYC, Hugo. We're out here in Pomona tonight, and it's going down. So thank you, Hugo, for having us.
Yeah, let's go. This
Let's
is
go.
DTB podcast with Cuz by Dan.
Let's go, man.